traveling to Busan. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Hey guys.
Dude. Really like about tired of playing against COD Code and Miro.
Imagination is the essence.
That's gonna be what Sigma's band. What does he play if Sigma's band?
Oh, he plays like anything, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dude, Code is just gonna be on projectile.
Well, we can just constantly dive them. We do have Ball Hammond, so we get like a Tracer or a Genji in there, and get like maybe a Pharmacy versus Code, especially as Messi because his hit scan's not the strongest. So come bottom left, so we don't eat like a bunch of spam. Come this way, guys.
They have a Tracer, or no? That's us.
Diva junk.
Hands up top.
You just shit on me.
Sun's Moira.
Hands up down.
Can you res, Mercy?
Oh, I'm trapped on my probably dead here.
It's fine. Oh, Mercy just flew into me.
Winnable.
See if you can full shunk. Jungle, absolute one. You get him. I'll save one.
Tracer.
Moira, full Moira.
I'm back.
Moira in the face. Save Moira. Nice. Just get him. Careful, there's a Hanzo somewhere.
Need heals.
Where's Hanzo guy? Hanzo goes up top.
Falls up.
Oh, I booped him away. Oh, he's dead, bro.
Just be careful. Don't try not to feed this tire too much. I'm gonna primal this fight. Like I said, the Mercy just flew into me, so like you can definitely pressure her into making stupid decisions.
What a Mercy. Alright, she's out.
I hit COD. He's weak up top.
Oh shit,
I got fucking.
Hands on.
Oh, Hammond's behind.
Hands on one up top. Mercy,
Mercy,
see if you can res me out top. Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind.
We got their Mercy, that's huge.
Oh, you are.
Kill him. Oh.
Okay, we can still.
Oh, I got booped into a trap.
Our Hanzo's a nut, dude.
Yeah, the Hanzo is okay. The Hanzo is the actual, like wow. Okay, right, cool. Right, I'll go primal this fight. Be careful, don't die. We have no. Yeah, nice. Right, can you call out? Can you call out Hanzo?
If we can.
Where is he? Right at the back.
Yeah, he's back left. I hit him.
Junker's ulting.
Got him.
Y'all can.
Yo, Junk, high run. I'm gonna line point here.
Junker's top on point.
Sure.
Focus the D.Va. Focus D.Va.
Moira in the fade. Nice. Moira one.
Ball one.
I can slam.
Okay, nice. Well done. Okay.
Yeah, their Hanzo's crazy.
Like I said, we're just. Yeah, better say fair. If you call him out, we'll just leap him every time. They got no peel. Well, they do have peel. They have a D.Va, but. Be careful! Don't be careful up there.
Trapped,
yeah. Suppose the hands up top. Is the hands up top?
Oh, our Mercy might be dead.
Hands on one still. Nice. Still point. Still as long as you can. The big. Moira in the fade.
I need heals.
I say Mercy's dead.
Moira.
Nice. Well done, guys.
Ball.
Can we get D.Va out of mid?
I got ball.
Jump on the point.
Down point.
We gotta get D.Va out of mid. Dude, their Hanzo's shitting on me, dude. We need to focus D.Va. I can't barrage.
Okay. We'll focus on the next fight. Messi can fly out. Lucio help our Messi fly out. Right, we go again. Sure. Listen. So the order of affairs, like we kill the Hanzo, and then we'll pressure D.Va. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Where's the Hanzo?
Probably right at the back up top of you, so it tends to be up there. Is he up there?
No,
Yep.
No, he's not.
See if we can rest this.
I hit him.
We can definitely rest this, but our Hammond's probably dead.
No, I'm good. Okay, wait, never mind, I'm not good.
Hands on. Hands are dead.
Nice, drop back. Oh nice. I didn't notice you have this.
Your Mercy needs help. Help her Mercy.
Nice.
Huge. Come back
I
with
got the
mines.
Mercy.
Good code.
One ball, one ball, one ball.
No.
I'm gonna mine point.
Sure.
Mine it.
Yep.
Dude. D.Va hasn't been demed.
I'm on D.Va, I'm on
like,
D.Va, I'm on
once,
D.Va.
dude.
We don't have any damage, honestly.
What?
I got D.Va,
Our
got
damage
D.Va.
is really low.
Just Moira, please,
Hanzo's
Moira.
coming back.
Oh,
Hanzo's
no,
coming
no.
back.
Hanzo is
Moira, stay Moira, she's the last healer. I'm one on point.
Hanzo's down
Oh, I'm
mid.
dead.
Hanzo's down mid.
Yep.
Hammond's one.
Can you rest?
Hammond is one. Hammond is one, dude. Oh my god, Hammond's one.
I got Mercy.
One.
Jump 250,
Junkrat
jump 250.
behind you.
God, Hanzo.
I'm coming back.
Oh my god, dude.
D.Va.
Dude, is this man still one?
Pressuring Junk. Junk dead.
Right, nice.
I'm on Moira.
Moira next, actually.
Stay on point.
Yep, get a Moira, please. Moira, she's the only
You
healer.
drop.
She's the only healer. Kill the Moira, please.
Moira.
Moira half. Moira half.
Mercy's weak. Dude, Hanzo is hitting every shot.
If I say, we'll swap off the fire next time. Like, big. Point.
I'm on.
I'm back in 2 seconds.
Oh my god, dude.
Tire
I'm
top.
Tire.
Yeah, I got trapped.
Oh my god,
Okay,
dude, their Hanzo's a nut.
It's okay. I say, do you play like Genji or Tracer, Shira?
I can reach that. Never mind.
Score 0-1.
I about to say, do you play like Genji or something? Or Sombra, Shy?
Should I go D.Va or stay ball?
D.Va's nicer. D.Va is nicer. Means I could play a little bit more aggro. I'm about to say, Mercy, do you play Moira by any chance? Best if you want, you can just stick Mercy. No, perfect, good. Right, come right side. Come right side. We have speed boost. They don't. They're running Lucio and Moira, so we can just run into their backline. Oral rotation. Follow. Go. Only speed. They're here. Yeah, I'm deep diving. Keep diving. Oh my.
Hammond hat down point.
Listen to the floor. Everyone come point. Yeah, it's just dead.
We can probably get free cap here.
Yeah, just be careful. Just no one die.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no one die. Come out.
Oh my god.
Actually, I'm actually gonna go.
We need more damage.
I'm going right.
We're only losing because they have more damage than us. A lot more.
It's a lot more complicated than that. Come out. Come back. Don't feed the mech.
Oh my god, I'm so dumb. Dude, I thought I could.
More damage means like a soldier or a tree or something.
There's a baby D.Va left. We need to push this left. Push left. This baby D.Va. Speak me. Look at this baby D.Va. Hands on.
Hanzo's feeding.
I don't get how the D.Va's still alive.
Ball hat.
Jump on the right.
I'm on their D.Va, I'm just pressuring D.Va.
Ball hat down point.
Ball. I need heals, please.
Kinda weird how the player on the other team has the exact same name and last name as me.
Baby.
Like in real life name.
Nice. Now push his hands over. Speed. Wait, get this hands over.
Moira's username is my in real life name.
Nice. Just stay up here. Don't.
I'm saving my boosters and two hooper.
Back up. All the way to point. That's okay. That's fine.
Ball side.
Ball on.
Nice. We're even.
That's a good trade.
Mercy's
rezzing that.
Just.
Early?
Just chill until Sombra gets back.
Get on point.
Chuck it out small.
He was one behind.
I'm healing you.
I fucking Codco just phone killed me.
No one.
I'm almost
D.Va can die, nice.
a shot. I need heals and point, please.
I'm healing you.
Our D.Va's demon.
I'm gonna let's go shatter them the Moira if I can. I can't. Moira one. Nice.
Moira's low, Moira's
Ball
low.
hat, gun point, ball hat, gun point.
I'm almost back. Huge bits.
Nice Hanzo guy.
I'm dead.
Nice. Chase Mercy. Right side, left side. It's fine. Oh, she's out. I didn't realise she had a Moira.
You're free all charge on me. Free all charge
Yeah,
on
we
me.
can just EMP here. We can EMP here. I know it's only 5. Just EMP. We'll win anyway. Right. Get the ball.
Dude, I don't think we should go in. I don't
Get
think
the
we
ball.
should go in.
Nice.
That's it.
I'm never shield.
Drop back. Come. Oh my god, dude. Go back to point, please.
Yeah, everyone come back to point, please.
Yeah.
Go back to point.
We have coalescence this fight. Get ready there. Careful for the tide. We should take the fight now. Coalesce.
I don't.
Yeah, I'm already out of
Diva hat
position
on
though.
top,
Diva's
Diva
on
hat on
top.
top, Diva hat on point. Can we get Mercy? Mercy, weed?
Nice one.
Spread out.
Hands
I
on.
need heals behind. I need heals.
I'm going for junk.
No, I didn't see
I
the
got
tire
junk.
at all.
I got junk.
Hammer.
Hammer down. Okay, never mind. Just regroup. Just regroup. Sorry, that's not bad. I didn't see the tire.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out.
I almost have EMP again.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm close to the bomb. And we're close to shatter.
and we got beat
And we have
too.
beat drop.
They used
Which
dragon.
ones?
They used bomb. They used, as in like fucking junk tire.
Yeah.
Let's go, speed beast. Let's go.
Yep.
Balls left side or right side.
Ow.
Yeah.
Cloud is weak on top of the point, on top of the point.
I'm one.
I'm healing you.
Do I EMP here?
Yes, sir. No.
No. Just put everyone out. Die or out. Die fast or out. Get out.
Should I
Nice.
switch for
Just
that?
jump into the mines.
Yes, get off Hanzo. Go like Murphy or something.
I say we have. Listen, we have EMP. We have
We
slam.
have EMP, we have a lot of ults.
Yeah, we have EMP and slam this fight. Just pop everything we got. Alright, somebody get south for this EMP, okay?
Their hammer's low. Their hammer's very low.
Do I have to touch?
Yes.
Yeah, right. I can touch. Give me. I need help. Yeah, please, need heals.
Bombing. No.
He was in our back line.
No, don't see that.
Jump down.
Hanzo,
Nice.
kill Hanzo.
Diva in the bed, Diva in the bed.
Nice.
I got ball.
Kill Hanzo.
Hands weak.
Don't see that, guys. See that.
Oh, I'm dead.
Hop around.
Focus ball.
Oh, I destroyed some of the mines.
Almost back. Someone touch.
Nice.
I'm touching. I'm trapped.
Jumps up tire.
Oh my god.
Mercy one. Nice.
Oh,
Winnable. Stay point. It's actually winnable.
Holy
You're gonna have
shit,
to touch
bro.
soon.
Oh, nice. Okay, so.
Defeat.
Is it worth me avoiding NAs?
Play the game.
I mean, that's probably how we're gonna play, isn't it?
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
What do you mean, is it worth?
Like,
Double.
hold on, like, I don't know how big the NA like thing is. Will we get them people again?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Because that Pharaoh was just not very
Yeah,
good.
I don't know how you don't do stuff against that. on Pharaoh.
Yeah. And like, I don't know. Anyway, go. Let's have a look at the chat. Okay, let's have a look. For 4 out of 7 games, my games on console's always fun after scrim and Tony. Yep. I lost 4-1-5. Breaking even's kind of alright, Shani, to be honest. Hi Hacks. Yeah, you are fucked. If you're not asleep now, you are fucked. Oh. Shit, I didn't fucking... But I say, I'm surprised that you have an exam on tomorrow with everything closed, Hacks. To be honest. I'm surprised you have it closed. Echo looks strong on paper. Her mobility makes her like actually viable, and her beam is interesting. I think her sticky bomb needs a slightly longer cooldown, but I haven't played her to find out. I feel like being able to one-shot someone is pretty strong, and even take like half the tank's HP is pretty strong. I reckon she'll bring Mercy back into the meta full time. I reckon like Pocket and Echo would be a really good thing, especially as other healers hitting Echo with other healers can be quite complicated. And I think it also bring about like it might genuinely make like a meta change where like like selecting what ults you have is going to be more important. Because if you like pick like if you have like Ryan Zarya for example, like Ryan gets so much value when he gets like that Echo thing. Also, focusing the Echo is really strong because and like the ult's so fast. You just have to. Literally just kill it straight as fast as possible. I think. She has really high damage potential, but she's I think she's very squishy. Like she doesn't get caught on the ground. Also, she does have a bright blue face, like probably means like headshot me here. Yeah, I already said glass cannon. I can see that. That's why I reckon you give her a Mercy pocket. I reckon she might bring the Mercy back into the meta on PC. I reckon Pocket in an Echo be really strong. Because I'm pretty sure some of her break points change. 50 plus 65 damage. No, it's still a 4-shot. The mines do 210 with everything hitting, but with 30% extra, extra 61 damage. Just 271. I don't know. I could see it being pocketed. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as soon as they fix that glitch where like she can't just double shift and cancel her she cancels her boosters, so she maintains the momentum from the boosters the entire time. Like now that's gone. Like she's she's not broken. You can't just you see like the Libero clip where he like just flies to their spawn and just one shot someone. It's like oh, alright. Good night, pal. Yeah, exactly. Also, like I think, like again, like a lot of some of the characters, like I think it's really hard to like get like abilities that are pretty similar. You know, you look at Sigma, like kinetic graphs is kind of similar to like a really small personal DM, and the way it interacts is pretty similar to Defense Matrix, and the barrier is sort of like kind of Eris-esque in a way. I mean, it's more movable, got more mobility, but it's sort of like that sheet thing that you just put in front of you, like the entire time. But Echo's got all new abilities. Nothing's basically the same other than she basically has Mercy's Guardian Angel, but it's faster. So I don't know. I think she's cool. I look forward to playing her. It's not a hero I'm instantly going to be good at, but it's a hero I want to be good at because it really it's good for my hero pool. Not crazy hit scan. It's mostly projectile. A lot of mobility. I like characters with a lot of mobility, like Genji, like Doomfist, even Junkrat to some extent. And like she gets to abuse tank ults and support ults like in right situations and making smart plays by picking the right heroes. I think that's something that's one of my strengths as a player. So I'm really looking forward to play Echo. That's the sort of thing, Mocha. Like but it's not even that simple as that. Like obviously there's some really obvious ones. Like Reinhardt's really good, Doomfist is really good. What's it called? Orissa's pretty good actually, depending on the situation. But like, it's also like, say if you both have Zen, somehow like a Zen becomes meta, right? And like your Zen's wasted trans for some reason, you could go Zen, legitimately build a transcendence, and I think we'll be, and like and actually just save your team by being smart and picking the right support. Does destroy tanks, and it's high mobility. It's really annoying for tank players. I think the only tank that handles Echo like semi-well is D.Va. Because even Winston, like if you leap her on Winston, unless you leap her like when her glides on cooldown, she literally just glides away and you can't actually kill her. Maybe Hammond too is probably okay, but then Hammond has no protection. Like, I feel like she's quite weak versus barriers. Oh yeah, I'm planning on doing that JQ. I want NA games. I'm playing queue with an NA player. I'm queuing with Leah or Meraki. So, oh my god, he's only 4k. Oh my. I don't think you can anymore, Dan. I think that Hammond thing, it was a part of to do with the boosters. I'm not sure if she can do it with a normal flight speed. Yeah, you say that, Dan. I've actually lost the game, and NA ranked is so unpredictable. I'm not sure how much of a boost it is, even with as good a player as Leo is. Should be strong against D.Va. Yeah, but then she's strong against all tanks for that reason, right? Any tank that gets below half HP is... And tanks always like get below half HP quite quickly. But like... I don't know, I think... I don't know, that clip... I think you're talking about that clip on the pool, right? Where like the Echo chases down the D.Va around the corner to the 250 on Sanctum. And I'm pretty sure he used the speed boost thing, Bobby. Could be wrong. At least the clip I saw. Yeah, and you're right, NA ranked is just genuinely atrocious. So like I said, you can queue with like a really good player who's like 4k and you're just gonna get like garbage games still. I don't know. She feels strong. I think like I say, yeah, ready. They're better than they look. But you guys have like a really good Pharah player. I mean, we had Brusick, but we never practiced any Pharah stuff, so we felt confident in the way we played meta. This week we play Omega X again in the first round of the CGL, but Brig is banned, so if they don't have Brig, I don't think they're anywhere as good, or at least against what we want to play. Yeah, I just want a new hero to play too. Although DPS queue times in ranked will be atrocious. You might have to set up Pugs. But then so many people want to play Echo that Pugs is going to be really frustrating. Yeah, their Brig was really carrying, yeah. So annoying, like, he was getting some... one game he had like 40% healing on Brig and I was like, oh my god, he just never died. But what we should have done in hindsight is we should have gone Ryan, Winston, Brig, Moira, May and just bullied the Brig with unblockable damage. Because even versus the Reaper, you could just kill the Brig, and once the Brig is dead, you can focus Reaper, and Reaper has to use Ice Block, Waveform. Sombra will be good against Brig 100%, but then Sombra is pretty much good against everything. But Sombra will be particularly good against Echo because Echo doesn't have like a super reliable way to like spy check for her. But if a D.Va covers for her a little bit, it's gonna be pretty hard like to hack her, and she might be at like not at the skybox, but she'll be pretty high to the skybox. So unless you get high ground as Sombra or use your translocator, she might actually be out of hackable range. We'll see. Yep, honestly, Red If was the most frustrating thing. Like, it felt like playing against like the old Brig. And Pugs, Pugs in theory would be good, but ranked is pretty good right now. And I feel Pugs, like a lot of people get frustrated. Like it's too easy to make, like it's too impossible to make fair teams. Like, I think it's just too possible. Like you have like certain players that you put in, and it just becomes so unbalanced. Like or people don't try hard enough, or people don't want to play like the May McCree meta, or anyway, the Ryan Diva, May, Lucio meta, right? People don't want to play that meta, and they'll try to play other DPS and just lose, and they get frustrated, and everyone just gets upset. Whereas in ranked, like fuck it. Yeah, but even then I'm not gonna like it's you say it's like it's good when like when certain heroes are banned or whatever. Like if you look at like a certain meta, sure, but even then people can get really frustrated. Like you play a dive meta. I think Goats is the only meta where people get less frustrated. I'm pretty sure Goats Pugs are genuinely the best Pugs because everyone knows what they're playing. You know, everyone does know what they're playing. And it's like really organised and all good ordered, and people get better. But then some DPS players I like it because you have no opportunity to actually make like individual plays. Oh, I used to enjoy Pugs, but the last couple have been kind of bad. I'm sure, but also I think the meta was also just better for Pugs then too. You could play more heroes and get away with it. DevCam. It is NA. This is NA, and we have this Hassan 2K I've never seen. Okay, nice. He's basically gonna throw the game. Cool. Alright.
That's
hey guys.
Hassan.
Yeah, that's the Hassan, the Bastion one trick.
Yeah.
But he's to be on like the highest ping I've ever seen in my life. He's to be a really high ping.
Are we not on your servers?
No. Oh, we are. What the hell? Okay, you have so many NA people
This is
here.
like a half NA, half EU game.
Yeah, because I saw Maxim and Day Rakim, and I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I better say, H6, what do you play, my friend? Do you play only Diva or Ryan here? And one or the other, my friend. Perfect. I better say, if you want to play something that's like pretty spammy, like I don't know, maybe Hitscan. Hitscan's not too unbearable on bad ping, but we need something that's gonna see. The thing is, I saw like the supports. Like I swear, don't we have like 4 NAs on this team?
On our team, we have DevCam. DevCam's NA. I don't know about anyone.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure both our supports are NA too. I know Ryan isn't.
Yeah, it's a good game. They are fair.
That's fine. They have a Bastion. Bastion's going to space.
Yeah. Oh god, it's happening.
Last one. Zarya in space. Careful.
There's a Lucio here as well.
Where?
What is that?
What is a team fight in space all about?
That's pretty fun, man.
Okay, that tank is. I mean, you tank the Blavy boy, I think. Alright, nice. Just hide. Oh, never mind. Oh, Mercy's. Oh, Mercy's gone.
Dude. I forgot that's how you freak play.
Oh, yep.
I need healing.
Where's Anna?
Top right with me.
Let's say, right. Get ready to drop on these if you want to rotate. Fire by yourself.
She's gonna kill me. Nah.
She's by herself.
Oh,
Oh shit.
no mercy.
Kill Ryan. Kill Bastion, Bastion. I have no clue where any. What? I killed both? Mercy's one. Mercy actually won, actually won.
That's yours. No.
Oh no, this sucks.
Thank your ass.
No, I know. Oh man, my controller's so busted. I literally can't turn right. So annoying.
Who's there? Is there fairy good?
No. Or if just no. I don't have a clue who the fuck it is. It's Tara's terrible.
Gotcha. I forget that EU players on Pharah just hard dive whatever. his
Oh
skin
yeah, they just go in. He got a fucking Zarya on one fight.
I forget about that. I'm so used to NAs.
What, playing Pharah and poking.
Yeah.
Ryan, come. Right, see if you get. See if you can play close. Okay, we need to play close with this Bastion. Where's Diana? Sorry.
Sorry, you're down.
Sorry, behind Ryan. Can't turn right.
Right.
Go there, Ryan. I got him. He's looking for a shatter. He's looking for a flank shatter.
Yeah.
They're coming right side. Stab him. Oh, never mind, you can stand in there. Break shield, we can stab him. Break shield, we can stab him. Right. Nice one, Leo.
Bro, you saw this pretty far on the defended.
Edge, backing up. Nice shot, Ryan. Damn. I can't, like, it just slows down every time I try to turn right, it's so annoying. I'm gonna buy a new controller, fuck it. We have nano. Where'd they go? They're going right straight to.
Hey, they're bottom left.
Bottom? Just ignore him. Nice there.
More in the stage.
They got double shield. Oh, I love her, son.
Our Ryan might die, but. And they have double shield now?
Yeah. Old Hassan.
Jesus. Die.
Oh, what the? Oh, that's just me feeding.
No, he's gonna hit me up there.
Kill him, Bastion one. Nice. I just can't turn. How about Farah? Nice TP. Yeah, I tried to turn right and it just it just turned so softly that I just turned into a wall and I just was in the entire team. Okay.
That's how my left controller was. They got Ash now instead of
Yeah,
Fairy.
okay, that's a lot better. Like, Ash is kind of obnoxious right now.
He was getting kind of big.
He was, with the ping difference too. Oh, I can slide up there.
Oh, he's bottom right. Mercy, heal!
Huh?
Don't damage Pooh! Oh my god.
He fucked up.
Oh, I'm dead. I almost have barrage.
I've got a kill. Oh no. This is where it's fucking impossible. Nice, Leo, huge.
the switch.
I can pressure the Asher out. I can pressure the Asher out.
There's a D on the back line.
Yeah, I just woke him up with him. Stay D.Va, stay D.Va.
Oh, we're not safe.
Nice. There's a Bastion in the main bit right now. Careful. Big thing. And they're Ryan seeing anything. Well done, guys.
Let's go.
Ugh. But yeah.
Well, I feel like our sports could be EU because I've never seen them either.
No, I've name like Nicole is way too like not Arabic.
Yeah.
To be fair, there is actually someone called Not Nicole who's like Spanish or something, but or like I don't know, or Italian or something like that. But I've never seen either of these people in like 20 seasons of EU. To be fair, last season Ariana was actually just peaked 4K, so maybe I don't know. But obviously, I know I've seen Dev Cam and I know fucking Maxim and fucking Day Rakim, so I'm like, oh, this is the name. Just Hassan's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be like,
thought it was. I thought Hassan got an A game. That's what I thought it was.
Hassan is 100% a void. That's like a week-long avoid. Some people really like playing with him, but he's just honestly the fucking worst.
Let's shoot for a new high score.
Keyboard and he used to stack, right?
Yeah, I don't think he
I
keyboards,
feel
but he used to 4-stack and he used to play fucking. They used to to play like a reserve Bastion pharmacy, and it's basically you get hard KO by the pharmacy because you have to deal with the Bastion or your tanks can't play the game.
Yeah, I used to see the memes about it. It was pretty funny.
That's so annoying, man. Like he honestly, you'd have like the D.Va right up his backside. If he was one of the only people in his defense, one of the only people that played with a D.Va sometimes. And the D.Va would just hard pocket him. We could just teleport with Dev Cam. Well, I can give you defense matrix, Dev. Take CP.
I'm gonna stay main and spam. Oh,
That's fine. We have Anna. Yeah, cut to point.
no. Dude.
I'm gonna Steve, kill him.
Fine. Actual freak. Where's our Mercy?
So don't worry, you just look after Farrah, I'll get Anna out charge. And they have a baby D.Va this fight, so you won't get bullied.
Our support's iron in chat.
Yeah, I know, but you won't get bullied this fight. Same again, Dev, yeah?
No, I'm dead.
No way does he live here. Good. D.Va behind.
Nice.
You get D.Va. With D.Va out, leave her out mech. Leave just leave her.
Go to the point.
I have no clue where I went.
Oh, I'm gonna better that. Never mind.
Fair one.
Oh, he got me.
Nice.
That was harder on the tag.
I mean, it took 2 pushes, you know what I mean? I wasn't too bad.
Harder for me, at least.
Hey, oh come on, man. Oh, I'm being flamed from my demon in my fucking stream. Yeah. Leo did bird and Leo did carry, yeah. Right, GG's. Hey, the 360 demon went to double shield I thought was not the worst player I made that game. I thought maybe I'd get the pharmacy or catch them off guard or something. Yeah, sorry about that. Like my controller's really busted, so I'd like push like the joystick down and blow into it, see if it gets some air in it. At least you get a can of compressed air. Yeah, that Mercy was NA, so he was playing NA and NA on E ping, but it was Mercy. I suppose it's probably not that bad. Is Q8 sad, really? No, then I don't want to avoid him then. Q8 sad is really good. No, I didn't avoid him, okay. I thought I avoided him for some reason. Q8 sad's really good. Yeah, zoning prompting fucking D, Jesus Christ. Like I said, I think when I flew into the Bastion to try to eat the tank ult, and then they bongoed, and I turned around, and I couldn't turn around sharp enough because my controller just stopped and just went into a wall. I don't care then, if it's with Assassin, I don't care how nice Q8 Sad is, it's just not worth it. It's just so bad. Like that's it, it's like play around a Bastion, it's like okay, basically either DPS carry or it's all over. Oh, I pressed it, I swear. Oh, this is an EU one, I thought it was an A. That was really nice from you. What's the point of deflecting this game sometimes? Where is he? There's someone just shot me here. Oh, oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, double unfortunate. No, good night. Oh, I don't know. I don't avoid like that. See, like there, I can't turn back right. Stop. I don't know how I play games. It's so annoying. I have to buy a new one. I don't know what buying a new controller is like with the coronavirus stuff going on. You're gonna chase me. You tried it again. I can't turn! Yeah, I don't know. I never worry too much about the viewer count in my opinion. Like I always just stream like I've got like a bunch of people watching me, and even if there's no one, I can't turn like this. I don't know. That's all this quarantine stuff, there's no real reason to be awake. Although I'm trying to get a job in a warehouse. So I can do I can like work and not go like drive myself completely nuts. And the money's nice. Come on, give me a dash reset, I need it. Yeah, I mean, I wish I was that easy, Mock, I really do. I just need to buy a new controller. That's the be all and end all. I don't know, Dan. It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to get Monks to. Oh. That's unfortunate. Come on, Chris, hit some shurikens, that's how it works. You won't have to use that there. Okay, it's dead. Yeah, I agree with that one. Smong here was a McCree main season 19 and now the best Smong. I don't remember ever seeing before before the Hammond thing came out. Thank you. Oh, I like that. I like this man. This man's my hero. Oh, I remember seeing you at all before Assembly. What the? Thought about it. I knew I thought about it. That one. That does not flash. See, I get the second one. There you go. He missed. The Azif Reinhardt feared across the land. This is not a good patch up. Oh, well. I'm not taking until I get my deflect up. I knew he tried flashbang above my thing. He's a flashbang to wall. me and him. Oh, Al Harvey, right. For some reason I was thinking Har Blue. I'm dead. And I'm so sorry. Oh my god, okay, that's a terrific DPS shield too. No, Hog is banned. It's true. Diva, Hammond, maybe. I don't know. Oh, I can't hope Diva doesn't get banned. I love playing Ryan. Well, I don't enjoy playing Ryan at all. I enjoy playing. I enjoy playing with the Diva. What the f is that? That would be Leah. I enjoy playing with the Diva. I think she like really makes like a lot. Like she's one of the people that controls the tempo of the game. I think that's really good. Tried. Okay. Oh, he dropped. He didn't drop. Oh, he's already seen him. Oh, he's not dead. That's what I'm saying. Where's the pack? I'm trying to read. I can't read chat and play this game. Double shield Joe, yeah. I'm like the most toxic person ever. Honestly, I promise you, a lot of that is the controller. The controller's not rusted, I'm good. What the hell? Benno's weird. Benno's like ultra aggressive, but because he plays D.Va in a certain way, it's actually just gets a lot of value. Some more value in comps and scrims. Like, you can tell the difference between Joe and Ben.
Greetings. Now entering King's Row.
This looks like an EU game. But again, this is like a mixture of both because we have Arabs. This is actually just really unfair on NA. Because Teaming with You is obviously NA, Chaos Blue is NA, Mac Miller's EU, Roadhog 76 is... Oh, it's Windows 76, he's probably NA. Oh man, this could suck. Oh, he dodged the game. Oh, he's back.
Jeez. Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can't join the game. Ah, right, nice. Yeah, no, if I say Ben makes a lot of positional mistakes, it's really rough. Well, Leo, you're banned for 10 minutes, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, yep, suspended, yeah. Which is not ideal. They had a really nice Anna game, which I'm probably going to upload. The best say, if you want to wait at 10 minutes, I don't mind waiting. Like, actually it's 4 in the morning, I might call it there. It's 4 in the morning now, and like I said, we're getting like weird amount of like, you know what I mean? This is like the time when Arabs start to come on. You see like we've got fucking EU games, like how? I enjoy the NA games, they're easy, I don't have to try. I just have to shot call, I don't have to try. Well, maybe I could do an analysis stream, like because Mock is here and like people are here. I can do an analysis stream if you want. Don't know if people want to see that at 4 in the morning. Yeah, 7 AM for the Arabs, and like I said, everyone's on this quarantine stuff right now. So, I say. ASMR analysis. Leo, are you okay with that? Are you okay with me doing an analysis stream? I think. Videos from the other day versus. Or Basse. Okay. Basse, I can wait 10 minutes. It's no big deal. Oh. Watch you. Oh, don't watch you on that screen. Well, I can't anyway because I wasn't there, wasn't I? You know, I don't play for 12 anymore. So they would have to send me the codes, or Dan, or like Dan, if you were in that screen, maybe, or Max would get to send me the codes, etc., etc. No. Actually, I was going to scrim. Mocha sent me a bunch of stuff to watch from the scrim that he's on his team. From the scrim that his team had, so I was going to analyse that. I've been meaning to do it for a long time, but if our Mocha's still here in the chat, then I'll analyse it now. Okay. Sure, I'll do that now. So, he told me not to do POV, but to do a whole team one, so I'll be analysing his team. His team's like a tier 4 team. Although I am putting stuff in a well, I am also getting the code from the DM he sent me on Twitter. Right, okay, let me get myself out of here. Right, okay. Let me plug in my laptop because the stream's now got a lot longer. How do I change the title? That is the question. Oh, there we go. I almost put ASMR in the chat, and I'm pretty sure if I put ASMR in the chat, if I put ASMR in the chat, it'd be so much quieter. Like I get more views that are nothing to do with Overwatch. Okay, now. No, I'm not going to queue JQ. I'm going to... Well, the person I was queuing with is... about to say, if I was queuing with an NA player, I was staying with Leo, and his thing... Like, he got kicked out of the game, and... Terribly bad, it's 4 in the morning, I don't have to have EU games with half EU and NA players, it's just frustrating, I want NA games. It's like, I don't want to just have someone lagging, like I don't mind playing NA, doesn't bother me. Where are we? Mocha, there we go. Alright, okay, let's get this right. Bottom to top, that's the order, okay. Right, so... Bar off my replays, import 1, 3, C, 35, view. Okay, this is the first map that I'm analysing.
Now arriving at Enix.
Okay, so who do we have? We have Mokka's team. I'll keep it blue and red to keep it simple. Well, that's because Radiv's like. Yeah, I say you didn't play PS4 much, and you didn't really talk until recently, so. Let's have an inspection of the comps that they leave spawn with.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so right now we have Bull versus Meta. Meta with Moira, which is good. So I don't know. I don't know if you knew they were going to not play like Mira. Going the Moira versus DPS comps is always good because their healing orb plus Moira heal does 130 healing per second, right? Each do 65 each. That doubles up to 130, which means you can just take so much spam and it feeds Coalescence. And Coalescence is just the first ult you always get on the fight on the battlefield. But what I would say on this point is that May's kind of ass. There's no way she can't effectively use ult anyway. Maybe she can wall inside this part, which you can do. You can wall. You can get if you get in cage, you can wall yourself in. But then also you put yourself like you can't contest the point from cage, and you're really just asking to like be booped by a Hammond or a Lucio or a Pharah. Red team's comp is just dive, but instead of a D.Va they got a ball. So they have monkey Hammond. Like, oh, right, first thing I say, if you ever play against this team, you should always just focus Poke on tank, because Poke cannot play tank. I don't care what he says. I don't care how rude that is or how much upsets him, he can't play tank. Especially Winston. But okay, so let's talk about win conditions for blue team. Landing a flashbang or a stun onto like the ball or the Winston followed up by a freeze is a free win, a pin, and then an early coalescence. Whereas red team is like poking from Pharah and finishing off with either the Winston, the Hammond, or the Tracer. That's like the win conditions first fight. Like coalescence is reasonable enough that you'll get first fight. The only thing that Sammy needs to do, which is blue team's Moira, is never throw a damage orb. If he throws a damage orb, they're gonna lose. So let's have a look. So I take the fight this way to not go straight to point. Smart. They play inside here. They're rotating round, but they need to be very careful not to lose the McCree. See, this damage orb was like not necessary. Just follow it where it goes. Like this damage orb just doesn't really do shit, and it's a waste of a really important resource. That one's not too bad because, you know, like the fight's happening and everyone's still full HP. But if the Pharah had actually done more than 32%, like this Pharah right now should just be playing above these guys. Like red team's Pharah should be like, just sitting above here. Because okay, he can be pressured by the D.Va, but he can use this for cover and he can just spam at Eva choke when they exit. Okay. So it's good to see that. So this, I'm assuming that what happens is the Hammond gets flashbanged, he pile drives, which is the first mistake. If you play a Hammond into this comp, you just never pile drive or pile drive anywhere near the May. Actually, anywhere, you never pile drive unless you have Winston Bubble to cover you. If you can coordinate Winston Bubble to cover you, it's fine. So he's up here ready, he pile drives. Right, what happens? He gets stunned by the McCree, just get perma frozen and he can't play the game. Doesn't make a difference, he's gonna die. Right, how does Tamin die? What the fuck? Everything happened so perfectly there, how did he die? He had ice block. Okay. But here's the situation, like you still see the Moira orb bouncing out like the damage orb, which is fine. He's building him some ult charge, he's on 16%. But if he throws a healing orb here, like his entire team will get healed up by this. Mokka would get healed by it, the Lucio get healed by it, the Ryan would get healed by it, and ultimately this May would get healed by it. So right now Sammy is peeing on the May, Now he's doing damage. But because he's throwing the damage orb back here, like if he throws damage orb, the Mei doesn't die. It's also on the Mei. Like Tamin probably doesn't expect to be one shot by a Pharah, but he's exclusively staring at the Pharah at this point, right? So he should see this rocking come in and react in time. A little bit slow reactions, it happens. Can't win them all. Ultimately, never throw a damage orb, like unless you're in like a double. Never throw damage orb unless you're playing like double shield meta or some cleanup, because that healing orb means that, you know, Sammy can do the damage on the ball to finish him off, and without Tamin dying. Tamin would live there if he threw a healing orb. So they got first pick. You need to be careful, Mocha, when you go up for these. You should be fine with that one, but you're half HP and not being healed. Now let's see what the next, because this is the biggest thing I see with Moira's all the time, not throwing the right orb. So Moira uses Fade without being pressured. That's risky. Moira, like I say, I know I'm focusing a lot on the Moira, but this comp, like, the Ryan basically just like the bitch of the team, right? He just has to swing like a bunch, like when he gets the opportunity, and other than that is hold shield. D.Va is only, like, D.Va can either kill the entire enemy team or do nothing depending on what Sammy does. Same with the McCree and the Mei. The Mei shouldn't die there, Mei should ice block, but, you know. So they're throwing a healing orb this time, that's fine. Wait, when was this healing orb thrown? Let's have a look. It's the most important cooldown that blue team has. None of these other cooldowns matter. Maybe flashbang, but right. Okay. He's healing, does some damage. He fades because he's getting a little bit pressured. He throws a healing orb there. Okay, that's not the worst. So yeah, so you're chasing poke, which is fair enough, yeah. Sure. Yeah, like I said, like the ball can't slam into that comp. I mean, if he does, the Winston has to protect him. So like, this is fine. This is okay, right? It looked bad, but it's okay. If poke leapt over the top, landing him with a Winston bubble, or even turn the corner and Winston bubbles him. But look where poke Winston bubbles. If he walks forward, right, and puts the bubble there, the ball lives, but he doesn't. And poke wouldn't even have to use his cooldown. Let's have a look. So you pressure Pharah. Sammy's coming back. You're still half HP. So you basically can't effectively do shit without being demeched. Until you get your armor back, you're effectively useless. Like, you can shoot this Winston, sure. But if you chase him at half HP, like you are about to now, I think you're going to get demeched by Pharah. Never mind, the Pharah literally can't... What is the... Okay, the Pharah's just not... Okay, this is just on the Pharah. The Pharah should demech you here. Right, bad from the ball, good response. Should have thrown a healing orb. Pressure Pharah, fine, perfect. Keeps the Pharah up to the Pharah further away. Out of the fight for a couple of seconds. Weird angle, can't spam McCree. Coming back. You're being healed up. You chase the monkey. Usually this would be good if you had more HP than you got, but luckily it's Xylo on Pharah. So he's, I think, okay, he's maybe looking for... Okay, he just ignores you. Even though you're about to feed your brains out, because look at your HP. And you didn't wait to get healed up at all. Doesn't make a difference, because Xylo's just zero target focus. He's trying to kill Moira. So you're going to live. Maybe? Ah, where you booped set. Okay, that's kind of unlucky. That's unlucky. You could use... That's a little bit unlucky. Good play by Prankster to see you chase poke. The trade is a lot worse for your side because D.Va is just such a key part at that point. But I don't... Chasing the Winston's not too bad there, I don't think. Good night, Leo, mate. So anyway, let's have a look. Bibi's somehow been rezzed. No clue how that's happened. And Nappa's about to die. Yep. So even though you got first pick and second pick, you're also about to lose this fight because it's just two supports and a Ryan, and Ryan's useless. Like, look at this Ryan, like, what can he do? 27% on his ult charge. Good night, Dan. 27% on his ult charge. I mean, if he wants to be more useful, he goes Winston, but if you're playing right around this comp, which is fine, like, let's have a look at the mistakes that...
The objective is now.
And the first one is Tamin dying, right? Tamin dying here, throwing the healing orb here, is throwing damage orb back there instead of healing orb here is mistake 1. Ice blocking is also mistake 2. How do they get this res off? That's what I want to see. See, who did you chase onto point? You chased the Winston, but no one camped this res. This res is just so free, like... This should probably be on Ryan's job. Or, like, I think, like, you guys pressured Winston, but you guys always keep one eye on this Mercy res, because if they got Mercy, she literally only gets value if she gets this res off. Well, she does. So as soon as she presses this, it's now a 5v5. A 6v5. You kill Poke, good. You get booped, so that's a 4v6. And the entire time, Nappa got isolated and went on a flank. So like there's the other mistake as well. So instead of Nappa coming with the team like along this way and sticking close to his Reinhardt, he's gone by himself. So you're playing a comp with very, very short range healing. Like wasting like the healing orb is like so important. Like not this one, like, or even the second one is not that bad. But like wasting the healing orb is huge. Like even this one, I think this healing orb's bad. Right, let's have a look. Probably kill. This is fine. Maybe calling that out is important. Because you really need that orb. Where's his next orb? So he throws a healing orb for himself, but he doesn't throw a healing orb for this way. If he threw the healing, like, he's throwing the healing orb this way, only heals him. If he threw the healing orb this way, as soon as he's in the orb's range, he's effectively being healed by a Mercy. Instead, he's just fucking dead. So basically, like, your comp, so there's not a lot of individual mistakes, which is always rough, but also, like, you're playing a comp with very short range healing, and you get split. McCree was over here, you're over here, Tamin just died early on, that happens. So they got ult charge. And now here's where the problem lies. The biggest problem of ever playing into Pharmacy, especially on King of the Hill, is that the Pharah has such an advantage on poke. Like, okay, this Pharah's got barrage already, but like he can poke you in so much on the way in that you might just randomly die to spam. Or he's just gonna let you get in for free. Tamin swapping to the Sombra, I like that a lot. I think Sombra has a lot more value here. Like, okay, yes, you can, like, the translocator can be, like, camped by a Hammond. But like, you can put it in, like, sneaky spots, like, up here. Like, in the chair, so they can't see it from angles, and you can then drop down into the 250 if you need heals. You can place it, like, in, like, you can place it in here. Like, behind the boxes. There's so many sneaky spots you can put, like, the translocator. In the plant pot here, you can place it in the plant pot. Like, there's so many sneaky spots where you can put the translator, which is super important. And it just has, like, it's way more easy to get value. Like, you land a hack, kill it. Like, you have the win condition. You have coalescence, so not all is lost. But basically, it's Barrage versus Diva. So you need to meet this Barrage, and you need a good coalescence off. Both these things need to happen to win this next fight. The Pharah lets you in for free. Pressuring Winston. Don't chase him. Good. Even though he's low, he's a bait. Okay, he dies, and there's another damage orb. Let's see if that damage will come back to bite you in the ass. Okay, barrage goes on. That's fine. He does get shot. See, now, if Sammy dies here, this is on him using a damage orb. Does get the mini. Okay, he's made up for it, he's done fine. So you are now. You've got a kill. You killed the Winston at the start. You killed the Pharah there with the. Wait, did you kill the Pharah with the barrage? No, you didn't kill the Pharah. So you just killed the Winston. Pharah got a barrage off. Where were you when this barrage went off, Mocha? Let's have a look. You should like Yeah, you're chasing like a Lucio. Again, like a Lucio on Ilios. Okay, he's half. You might have killed him, but I still think you play together. Like all these characters are bait. Either you do that and commit and let your team die to a barrage, or you should look for the barrage. Like it's like this is maybe just some old tracking stuff. Like I said, if you guys were calling out that you had barrage, there's no reason you should have left the team. If you guys didn't know you had barrage, then fair enough. But you expect a team fight when you're playing with a Moira. Any team fight you have with a Moira, their DPS are going to have ults. It's just the way it is. Because Moira just heals so much. If a Moira's got Coalescence, that probably means the enemy teams should have had Earthfire. Okay, yeah. So you went for the kill and didn't get one. And either that or just finish the kill off. Because right now, the McCree dies anyway and gets the flashbang. Good play by Nappa. That's about as much as he can do. Sammy lives even though he wastes all. Right, Coalescing. You're never going to kill Prankster, but she just needs to pressure tanks with this. Yep. So he's all just coalesced and sat around. I don't mind it so much. Actually, so far it's okay. I understand why he stood around. The ball was doing the weird ball thing which just swings on the wall, knocking people left, right and centre. And Orion's just trying to hold point presence. But you see, like, Neil's 62 on ult. He's always going to build the slowest ult charge in the thing will be. Like, the Summer's going to massively overlap him because he can't do anything. Summer's so weird. It's like, good kill on Poke. Poke feeding again. But Vita died. Okay, let's see what's going. How does a Moira die ever? Let's find out. So, he's used to work quite well. There's healing orb plus Coalescence. That's the only time you should throw a damage orb. Okay, healing orb plus Coalescence is just too much healing. That does 205 healing a second. You only really need that if your entire team is critical. The Rain still had some armor left. He should throw a damage orb and Coalescence. Because then the damage orb does like, I think like 35, I can't remember. But the Coalescence definitely does 70, so that's 100 DPS. So he could have actually killed someone if he threw a damage orb, but this time he's thrown a healing orb. Let's see how he dies next. Because he's right next to you. Right, so he's being pressured. He uses Fade. He throws healing orb. He gets booped away. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let me set up for this. Let me spectate the things that went wrong here. Good boop by Xylo ultimately gets him killed. Right. So that's a good individual play by Xylo. But first of all, he wastes Fade, right? Fade is like the ultimate. The first response, right? Let's just run through some Moira like basics 101s. Your first response to when being dived, like proper dived by anyone or taking any damage, is to use the healing orb to heal yourself. Make sure you think about your trajectory, like have it like in your mind, like where you want this healing orb to go, right? Let's see, we go through the mind of Sammy right now. Oh, ignore this, is Coalescence, blah blah blah. I don't hate it. Okay. So, I'll get it. Fuck, I skipped past it already. Go so quickly. Coalescence, la 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 la. Right, okay. Right. So Sammy probably has healing orb in like a second, right? So his response should be, my entire team is full. I can either do some damage to, like he's healing, like what, Tamin is a little bit low. Tamin should be healed up by the Lucio anyway, like that's fine. But it's better safe than sorry. He should just turn around and like suck the damage off Ibby. Right, you know, like do lifesteal. Instead he uses Fade. Now, we're talking about Moira's abilities, taking any poke damage from Tracer, from Hammond's cannons, from Winston, from Lucio, should be healed up by a healing orb, and a healing orb only. Because if you healing orb and you lifesteal off anyone, they can't kill you. I mean, Tracer maybe can if she hits entire row of headshots, but it's really, 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 really hard, and you still have Fade. Fade is the last cooldown you need to use. Fade should be used for hard CC, like Hammond Slam. Like Hammond Slam, you should probably fade out of, right? I mean, you can position yourself, and even then, you can position yourself and use healing orb and be fine. but like it's used for pure hard C, like flashbangs, doomfist punches, Rhine pins, shatters, etc., etc. Him using Fade here, it costs him his life when he doesn't need to. He takes literally, look at his HP bar. He's taking the tiniest bit of damage, and instead of like life stealing it back off Ibby, or using a healing or walking with his team, he fades into Maddie. Now he's just faded into an enemy tracer. So, like I said, this, I know this is not an analysis of Sammy, like this is an analysis of the entire team, but he's like such an important part of this. When I play it on NA scrims, I get like, honestly, no joke, like minimum 40% healing when you play Moira, because she doesn't die and she just keeps the rest of the team alive, but she doesn't offer no utility. You have no sleep, you have no antis, no discord, etc., etc. But she's still an important hero to play, like using the fundamental cooldown. She's not hard, but she is very important to play. Him using Fade instead of just life stealing or Vivi, or using the healing of and walking, means he fades into a tracer. Because the other options is he fades back into the Hammond and away from his team, he's dead. Or he fades into the well and he's dead. But he fades into a tracer. So now he thinks, oh shit, and he throws a healing orb at full HP. Now the problem with this is that the healing orb doesn't slow down. When he's at full HP, the healing orb will not slow down. And everyone should be calling that Moira's used Fade. Xylo's seen it, you know, FD's seen it, he's like, okay, I'm going to go get this Moira now. So not only, so this ball will eventually just speed up and take onto him, help Niels out in the end. But he doesn't have Fade and he doesn't have ball, and 1, 2, 3, 4 all know this. He gets booped away, good play by FD. And it's like a lot of spam on him, right? Good play by Mocket here to peel for him, but instead of like right now, with Sammy wasting all his cooldowns, he needs to scream for help, like everyone needs to help me. And what you should be doing, Mocker, is actually facing the other way and just pure hard DMing him. Like, see, you should try to DM the Tracer, but he's still being shot at by the Hammond. And if I say, like one Pharaoh rocket from up here will kill him, you should just turn around and just DM Sammy. But ultimately, that's Sammy's fault. There's no, like, he used both of his cooldowns wrong. And he just, like, he didn't lifesteal off the Winston. He didn't use the healing orb and just walked with it. He then faded into a Tracer. As I said, then he used healing orb at full HP rather than at half, like, rather than take a little bit of HP. So the healing orb just ran away from him. And he got pooped by FD and died. But you could have maybe saved him, like, literally, like, hard throwing by DMing him. But you try, like you see how you tried. And now the fight is lost. And the fight is just lost. Poke is dead, yeah, true, but there's still a Hammond. And they use beat. They don't even need to use beat, they've already won this. High Noon gets 2. That High Noon is really good. I don't know how he gets there. Yeah, you could have DM'd him, but like that's not you. Like, you can't expect your support to mong out every time. Like, sometimes it happens, like, Thingy-bobby. But, like, that is a really big mistake. Even if you DM'd him, he probably dies there. 2 seconds is not enough for that orb to come back on for him. And his healing relies on the orb coming for him, or Panda giving him an amp. And Panda is, like, in with the Rhine, speeding the Rhine around, chasing Poke. I don't, like, Panda did the right thing. The Rhine did the right thing. Sombra did the right thing, he hacked the ball. Just Sammy just used all his cooldowns wrong. Fades into the Tracer, healing all but 4 HP, the ball leaves him alone, gets left alone, and dies. The main healer's dead and it should be over. It should be a done fight. Killing Winston means nothing. They use beat. Where is Nappa? Because he gets a really good flank off here that might just save this fight. Where is he? Where did he appear from? He just pops out of nowhere. Now, as long as Panda gets beat within the next second and peels for Nappa really hard, you win this. Right now, Panda's focusing on Farah. Panda's one job right now should be to stay alive and get this beat off. If he dies, you lose this fight. So Nappa's going to be really upset because he's killed 3 and I'm pretty sure you're going to lose this fight because all your healing is done. Because at the moment, okay, yeah, you've turned the point, which is good, and it's a 3v2. But their supports died together, and your supports didn't. Zyla's going to die, that's fine, but the ball's still alive. And they're eventually just going to retake this point. Are they? These three there. Okay. Turn it around a little bit. Okay, they do eventually get it. It's just a really long tier 4 fight. So very, like, you could tell it's like by tier 4 I mean like, you know, it's just super scrappy. So Sammy messes up, dies. You either have no healing, when you went to peel for him, you get demech, nothing you can do. Huge play from Nappa. Huge high noon, takes both supports at once. The only downside is that he got both supports at the same time. That means Lucio will tax the Mercy back and he'll be back fast. Their comp is a lot faster than yours. Panda right now, I can know what he's doing. He's trying to Reddit Lucio, the thing will be, but the problem is he's not like, you know, he's not Ali G or even Bananas. It doesn't even hit him. It doesn't hit him like once. And his one job was to stay alive. If he beats this fight, right? Like you guys, or even stays alive, you guys win this fight properly, because. But instead he dies, which is a problem. Because that means Niels is gonna die. Now there's 0 healers. What's that healing orb doing? That healing orb must be a graphical bug. The Moira died half a year ago. But even at this point, it's got Tracer, Farah, and Mercy and Lucio. He's killed 4. But Poke's back. He's gonna be fast. Now Pranks and Lena are back, so are spawned. So they're gonna be back super fast. They're not about to kill the ball in time. Never mind. The ball mongs it. The ball thinks, "Fuck it, I'm gonna roll into the McCree rather than just roll away and play his life." So he mongs it. Oh, Sammy, please heal him up. Awesome. Right, he's kind of full. So again, like, look at this healing orb. This is the one he uses. The healing orb bounces off the wall, bounces into no man's land. Who's he healing with this? No one. He just uses one of his most important defensive cooldowns to try to keep himself alive, especially versus Winston. And he sent it off into Narnia. Meanwhile, Nappa's killed 4, and he's not been healed. Look, he's still not healed. He's not healed. He's not healed. He's not healed. Heal that man! He just killed 4 people. Oh my god, please. Does he even ever heal him? He picks up the mini. He takes the 50 damage from the Hammond, I think. Yeah, it takes 50 damage here. It bounces off the wall, so he fucks up his healing orb. And the man who's just killed 4, he looks at him at half HP. He's like, nah, he's on yellow, he'll be fine. Tries to heal him through a bubble. Heal that man! Oh my god, I'm losing my mind. So the man's killed 4 and doesn't get healed. He's wasted both his Moira orb and his fade, and now Winston's on him. He hasn't faded away from the Winston. He hasn't faded away from it. He hasn't faded away from anything. Like, he faded to reposition himself from messing up. If he didn't fade, Nappa's still dead either way, right? Like, he's messed up both his cooldowns again. So now surely he's got to die. Okay, it's Poke, so he's not going to die. Because Poke can't juggle to save his fucking left testicle. And they beat. But see, like, this is the response that all comes from Sammy messing up both his cooldowns again. So not only last fight, like a fight that you eventually like cap the point, because from a great individual plays from Nappa, huge individual plays from Nappa, you have the committer beat because he can't throw a healing orb at one target, and he's fucked up his fade. So you've invested beats. It's an expensive fight already, and you realise the fight's lost. So he's lost some HP. Has he lost some HP? So this entire time he should just be lifestealing to get his HP back. Like, nothing else matters, no one's back, it's literally just Sammy and Nappa on the point. Tamin's back. I don't know when Tamin died, or Tamin probably tries the cave. Alright. So he's using lifesteal, 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 good. And he's used healing orb. Good fade. Good fade. Takes him out a lot of the pressure. That fade's a lot better. Because he realised that he's fucked. When there's Tracer and a monkey on you, you're fucked. But he manages to stick with his healing orb, so he's not going to die in this fight. Like, they're pressuring him, but you can't kill one that's just had a Moira orb and is doing damage, and your entire team is full HP. Still an expensive fight. You've used EMP and you've used beat. That is an expensive fight. But that's just target focus. Big stick. Kills Niels. You're going to respond to a D1 because you just... Again, you could probably keep D-Mech here. I don't know, like, you need to have faith in your healers. I know that I've just been flaming Sammy for what feels like half an hour. It's literally the first map of the first map of the first screen. But you need to have a little bit of faith in your healers. When you get pulse bomb for 350 health, right? You're about 100 and you're probably about 200, right? Because you look like you're taking some damage. But you still have DM and they only have Winston. Where's Sammy? Never mind, you don't have faith in your healers because he's just DPSing the backline. Definitely tell he's his main, isn't he? So what's that? My Ryan's been pulse bombed. It's fine. So you D.Va bomb, Tamin gets poke, Sammy gets mercy, Lucio boops Hammond. It's just Pharah, Tracer, and Lucio versus 5. Unlucky, you get directed. Good shot from Xylo, and he's throwing a damage orb. So he's given one of his escapes, like this Tracer pressure, he's decided, fuck it, I'm going to give up on it because I'm going to throw a damage orb to try to kill Lucio. And he's going to get pressured. It takes Pharah spam, but because he threw a damage orb, he has to... I mean, he does die before the barrage, but he threw a damage orb, so he has no pill for himself. He has no way of just using... He has to use fade, he just gets barraged on. Xylo gets a big individual carry. Unlucky Tamin's wrong place, wrong time. And that's all on Panda to just... They're like, oh look, the Lucio, who they got the fucking damage orb thrown at him, still fine. Ethan's like, for fuck's sake, I've got to kill 4 again. He comes back, he gets 2. The man is on a mission. He's like, my team is like most like poor Niels. He's like basically AFK right now. He's like, they're playing Winston Hammond. I get like the odd lick in. I'm looking to solo shatter someone. That's the only bit of enjoyment I get this entire map. Tamin's just, I'm a hack bot. I just need to get a hack on something. Please just let me hack something. You can't really pill for much, Mocha. You're just pressuring the Pharah, but you're like, please someone heal me. Ethan's like, please someone heal me. I've killed 4 last fight. I've killed another 2 this fight when I came back to spawn. And Sammy and Panda are on like the express train to throw the game. I mean, Panda less so. Panda's done fine other than when he tried to 1v1 a Pharah in a small room. But Sammy is on full throw mode right now. He's like, someone's PayPal'd him like 10 quid or something. Like, someone sent him 10 euros by over PayPal. They get a res off in his face. Good stun. Again, he's trying his best. He really is. Nappa is literally trying his best. He's doing everything right now. It's all living and dying by this McCree. And I understand, well, he should have a lot of resources. He should have a Rain Shield, he should have a D.Va and a Moira pocket. But he's doing it all basically without. The High Noon was nothing, none of them. Like, even right now, like, Neil's just trying to play the point. Right, okay, so where does it go wrong? You've killed Mercy. Lucy's coming back from spawn. Xylo's coming back from spawn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tamin's going to make it 5 versus 1, 2, 3. With no healers. They have no healers. You pressure Nappa's killed another one. There you go. Fucking hell, the man's on a mission. This man's going to have a broken back by the end of it. Another damage orb! Just stop! Look at this! Just stop! Stop throwing them, they're so bad! I'm looking at the HP bars when he comes back to throw those damage in. Right. You have a Diva who's half. You have a Ryan who's like taking like 150 damage. You have a McCree who's half. And his response is like, fuck this. Instead of healing Armocker, I'm just going to try to kill him instead. Look, he's trying to kill you. Or he's going for the long range fucking Moira 360 no scope across the map. Stop! Just throw a healing orb, you mong. Niels gets, I think, double booped, which is unfortunate. But eventually they win this fight. So not only Nappa's killed Xylo off spawn, he's then killed Prankster, he's then flashbanged and get the most of the damage to the Mercy. He gets the Tracer, and how does Sammy reward him? Not fucking healing him and throwing a damage on him. Heal the man! Heal him! Why? Look at this! Look at him! Heal him! That's how it's, okay. Right. Just, oh man, it's upsetting me. I play so much Moira in scrims too, because of like fucking NA stuff. It's, holy shit. Right, Neil gets double booped. He's the life of a Reinhardt, even with the steadfast buff, like it's still rough. It's really unfortunate. Neil's really can't do too much there either. Like maybe a little counter boot from Panda, but I think Panda already did that. You're half HP, but because he's thrown a damage orb, he's now having to use Fade to get to you. And you're probably going to lose Meg. So not only has he faded into a Hammond and a Faris man, you're going to lose Meg. Oh, you don't? Okay, you don't lose Meg. Well done you. That's really impressive. Damage or Coalescence, perfectly fine. Oh, he better heal you, Mocker. Okay, at least he's healing Ethan now. And heals you up good. Very well stabilised. Okay, very good. Damage or Coalescence, fine. Plenty of healing. But Moira's such an important part of the meta. Anna and Moira are just so important. They heal too much not to play consistently well. Moira, everyone's like, oh, Moira's piss easy. Well, actually, just people are fucking garbage at the hero. Like, she is mechanically easy, which means it's even more noticeable when you fuck up your cooldowns. If you fuck up Fade, you fuck up any of the orbs, you fuck up like when you're healing piss and when you're life stealing. Like, it's so obvious. Okay, you get the point. They haven't recaptured yet. I thought they were going to, but they didn't. You've kept your mech, you've got healed. Niels is back, he's like, man, I just want to play the game. Can I just please solo slam someone? So how are they setting up? So the enemy crossfire is pretty good right now. You guys are playing pretty well. Maybe you want to have Niels like touch the point like here. Maybe you have like Niels like sit on the point just here, because you can't be booped because of the Lucio boop unless he gets double booped. Actually, no, here's just still safer. So Niels' job is just to touch the point, and then you got to look for this Pharah coming over the top, because like from where you're positioning, you're like, okay, I haven't seen Pharah in any of this sky, so I know the Pharah's coming this way. So your job should be just ignore this front garbage, because you can't DM the Hammond Slam, you can't DM the Winston. Lucio's not worth DMing. Tracer's annoying, but you know where the Tracer is, so you're looking for this Pharah. Hopefully you look up in a second. Yep, you're looking around for it. Right. Other than looking up, there you go. See, perfect, perfect. Nappa gets bullied. Let's see what happens to poor Nappa. If he gets directed and finished off by Tracer, that's fine. Oh man. Here we are again. I think it's again on Sammy. Like the Winston bubble's pretty good from Poke, actually, if I'm honest. But like when these characters are diving in, right? The Rhine doesn't need healing necessarily, because they're not going to dive the Rhine, nor the Diva, nor the Sombra, nor the Lucio. The one character you need to keep an eye on is the McCree. You're looking around for the Pharah. But a life hack, and just to make like the world like 10 times easier. It's so much easier to DM the McCree than it is to DM the Farah. Oh, please don't. Oh, he has. No! Marco, why did you point it out? I hadn't saw it, I just thought it was just... No! I didn't see it, I thought it was fine, I thought it was okay. Why did you point it out? Oh no. Okay, before we talk about DM, let's follow the track of this ball. Bounce off the wall, comes back, does a tiny bit of damage to Winston, then it's on the bubble, does nothing. And it just gets destroyed. Okay, that shouldn't happen, it should be gone, it should be bouncing about somewhere about here. But so, his great damage orb. So this fucking... Sammy's damage orb is on a mission. So that's from the coalescence. Does he throw one? He does throw one, it's not just the coalescence one. Why are you damage orbing? Good play by Panda. That's unresable too. That's a fucking slam dunk. But why is he damage orbing? Nothing. The orb gets a little bug. The orb should not end there. Just ends here. It shouldn't do. But yeah. Yeah, right now, like, you know that none of these characters are going to get dived. Other than the McCree. So I wouldn't be DMing the Farah. Because it didn't work anyway, because the DM's really short. But who is in 10 meters? Nappa. This man's killing like 20 people a fight. He's literally back, like fucking taking your team right now and kicking, screaming, backpacking. Like every team fight win has come off the back of Nappa having some great individual like performance right now. Niels can't do anything. I say you can do a little bit, but you're not being enabled because you're not being healed enough. And Tamin's basically just a hack bot, right? So it is all on Ethan to do something. But right now, Sammy is DPSing a bubble, but he was doing on Winston, right? So he was DPSing on Winston, rather than healing his McCree, which you know, as soon as Winston's in, you know that McCree's probably in trouble. And you're DMing a Farah, which is all out of range, so it doesn't eat any of the rockets anyway, instead of DMing the McCree. So Mr. like, I'm killing 4 a fight, is just dying to garbage, because no one's healed him, and no one's DM'd him. Here we are, Sammy half HP again. Healing a full HP Ryan. Okay, this is still fine. I mean, it's not fine. You've lost your carry, but there is a Hammond down, so they can't contest the point. Right, he's used Fade to the health pack and then used the healing orb. I don't mind this as much. That's a good healing orb. Because the healing orb heals himself, it heals the Reinhardt, it heals a little bit of Tamin up. Probably heal Lucio in a second. It's unlucky Niels dies, this is kind of unlucky I think. I think that healing orb is better. Let's have a look. So poor Nappa doesn't get DM'd or healed. Sammy's walking around like just AFK right now. Try to hack a Lucio, unlucky not to. Fade's inside, good fade. Big slam. Right, healing all comes. DPS and poke. Now healing. Heal Niels. Or heal someone. Heal someone. Oh, I'm so upset. So again, you're gonna lose his team fight again on Sammy. So good fade, good orb. Damaging the monkey fired. Now just heal the Ryan. If he heals the Ryan here, the Ryan lives. Or heals the Lucio, either one or the other. What position inside? The problem is if he's inside Chowdhury, if he's like stuck inside, his sight lines are here and here, right? That's it. Like even if he comes inside, okay, the Pharah can't kill him, but he can't kill the Pharah, and then your tanks just take all resources. Your tank takes so much spam, and at the moment, like Sammy is just throwing damage all left, right, and centre, so the tanks are just gonna die, and you're just gonna feed barrage. Plus, you have no way of having point presence. Like if you start playing this building hard, either the Rhine gets isolated by trying to play point, like you can heal from here a little bit with Moira, but then you eat Pharah spam, right, the entire time. Playing in small rooms is dangerous versus Pharah. If he plays in here, like it's really hard for him to get sightlines. Like, and if he rotates here, like he's away from all his healing. So, like, say if he wants to get like a shot here somehow, oh fuck those, I don't know, go on like a weird flank. Unless his aim is god tier and goes on a flank here and kills like 2, which he has been doing, like in the last fight. It's just really, really bad for him to like stand there. Playing there is fine. He just needs to be healed. So they should know the Pharah's coming over the top. When the Winston comes, that's definitely a sign that the dive's coming. This fight is still winnable. They've killed the monkey. The Hammond's coming back from spawn because he's been booped into the pit. But all he needs to do is heal the Lucio. He said he's DPSing Prankster. Then he finally heals Lucio when it's too late. So now they've lost 2 to a pulse bomb. And it's over. The fight is over. Sammy's used Fade. Then healing all. And that's also the reason why you use it the other way around. This is also the reason why you use that combo the other way around. You try use healing first, other than for hard CC. Because... So, big, this is fine. Healing orb's fine and good. See, like here, he probably has healing orb now, right? Because it's been 2 seconds since the orb's gone. If he throws the healing orb and walks, and then just starts DPSing Matty, or DPSing the Hammond, he lives. But it says he fades, and he healing orbs. Right, which means that he's locked in this place. Even though there's a healing orb, it means there's now a place that he can be dived. Like whereas like before he fades, he can fade to anywhere. He can fade this side of the point, back into the room. Now like okay, they're gonna call out that the Moira's use fade. They're gonna all punish him. He's gonna die. Good razzle dazzle, but he's still gonna die. Let's say Niels and Panda died. Nappa's finally back. He's like, oh fuck's sake, I'm gonna have to try 1v6 this again. But I think this is even too much for him because his main healer's dead. Mokka went into Peel, but it's too late, so he just needs to jump off the map. He said he Diva bombs? I would have not Diva bombed this. Unless his buff gets 2. Yeah, I would have not Diva bombed there. Like, this fight is way lost. Like, you've lost your main healer. You've lost your Sombra. This is just before you Diva bombed. Like, you lost your main healer and you lost some. When you lose your main healer, you should just basically call it GG's if you're playing Lucio and Moira. Unless you have beat. Unless Panda commits beat, there is no way of you winning this fight. So I'll be like, okay, I'm saving beat. I'm saving EMP. I'm saving High Noon. I'm saving, you know, Diva bomb. All these 4 elements for next fight. You build Coalescence 2, and you just come in and press, you know, 6 triangles, right? But I would have just saved the Diva bomb. It's personal mistakes don't mean shit, right? I mean, I say that I have been flaming Sabi for half an hour, right? But personal mistakes don't matter too much, right? Team mistakes are way more important. Like you using Diva bomb there, if it gets 2 kills, you're a hero. If it doesn't, you've just wasted a Diva bomb. I would have personally saved it and came back with 4 ultimates. Because every time you press triangle from now on, you'll just take it away from the 99 fight. So you know, Nappa's, and this is just a really bad High Noon. He either has no faith in his team, which is understandable at this point. I'd be fucking frustrated beyond belief. He's just gonna die. But this is a bad High Noon. I would have saved it for next fight to pair it with beat 2 and maybe go for speed and beat. So you had High Noon. Like Niels used Shatter like quite a while ago. That's fine, right? You had High Noon. You had Diva bomb. You have Lucio beat. You have EMP. Now you've used 2 of them ultimates. So now you just have EMP and Diva bomb. In beat, sorry. So Nappa's dead. Your main healer's dead. You should just be stalling points to 99. Niels is just trying to actually play the game for once and get swings. He gets 1 swing in. Good stall by Panda. 99. Right off the map you go. Now the problem is that Now we're in the same situation. We know the Pharaoh's not used the barrage in 2 years, and we've donated 2 Diva mechs in the process. 2 Diva mechs is just a barrage in one anyway. But you have the magic win button, you have the EMP. If Talon scouts a good EMP and gets these two, this one and these two, this is the EMP he wants. The rest of it doesn't matter. Like him being back here doesn't mean shit really. Like he's invisible, but there's no point EMPing back here. They've been playing close up. You try EMP the pharmacy, but they'll just drop down there and they won't die. This is the magic 2 he needs to get. Tammin should be playing close to his team right now. Maybe he's not worried about touching, but you can definitely touch. Going to pressure the Winston is fine because the Pharah, and then like your one job again should be the Pharah. Right now, you know the Pharah's not used the barrage for a while. Your boot back. You're still focusing this Lucio. You're getting really baited into this Lucio. And look how split your team is. You're playing a comp, you're like this, like a lot of this meta comps, all these meta comps, this Ryan Diva, it's called a death ball for a reason. None of this positioning looks like a ball to me. The Winston's having his own 1v1 with a what's it called? Lucius having a 1v1 with a Winston. The Ryan's just on point trying to help the Winston now. But your entire DPS and main support are just by themselves, and you're like trying to 1v1 a Lucio, who's like a proper Reddit Lucio who's just not gonna die. Oh, fuck, you know. Jesus, don't get okay. This happens, right? You chase a Lucio rather than playing with your team, right? You're playing a deathfall composition that requires all your healing to be close range, and you should work as one unit to like execute targets. All the thing will be you're playing right. Your win conditions are flashbangs, hacks, and shatters. Maybe coalescence for point pressure, but you're looking for these stuns. You're looking for this CC. You have one hard CC. You have one you have two hard CCs. One of them's like a very hard CC and a hack, right? You've got to rely on your DPS. Right now, you've tried to 1v1 a Lucio, not only not killed him, which is, you know, it's a pure mechanical matchup, right, but you're up against Prankster, who's like a very good fucking Reddit Lucio. If anything, like, anything you could say about Owen, not Owen, I figure Killer Owen, anything you could say about Prankster is that he's a very good thing. Look at him. Focusing on Lucio, you boot back, you come up, and instead of flying up over the top to where your Ryan is, you're on here on a Lucio. Then you get donated to the boot gods, and the Pharah, like, you know, both your DPS, who has an EMP, should have a high noon if you didn't use it last fight. You should have a Diva Bomb. Even if you had them ultimates and you didn't waste high noon and Diva Bomb last fight, you would have not got them off. He gets both DPS in one barrage. You're in the pit, and Panda has been holding this beat for 90 years. Like, look when Panda gets this beat. Right, Panda's still got it here. Panda's still got it here. Right, Panda's about to build it here. Let's see when he gets it. Let's see when he uses it. Here, 58% on yours. 58 and 74, right? So he gets it at 58 on your percentage. Okay, this is not the fight. So it's gone from 58 to 99%, plus a couple of seconds, right? It's been like 2 team fights, 3 team fights maybe, at least 2 team fights. This is the 3rd team fight. So it's 54 on blue and 74 on red. And the entire time, Panda's not had a good opportunity to use this beat. Like what does he beat? Like nothing's going on. The only way they have to win, he's got to save this beat for mines. The only thing that he has to worry about is barrage. You tunnel a Lucio, get boot. You're not there to protect the Pharah. DPS can't really do anything. Sammy, even in like, you know, even in like fucking being Barrage, Shami's consistent, throws a damage orb. The beat comes in, it's a 3v6 versus the Valkyrie and Mines, it's just over. Doesn't matter. Fight is done. GG's. You've used 1 EMP, you used 1 beat, you used maybe 2 Diva Bombs, 2 High Noons, 2 Coalescences. But the 1 EMP and the 1 beat is just... I know it, like Tamin has like a small excuse, he did swap halfway during the round, but he needs to get that EMP off. God, that's frustrating.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, let's have a look at the teams. Right. Winston, Diva, Diane, Pharmacy Widow versus the same comp, right? This is the Sombra and the McCree. I don't mind it. Personally, something that I've been liking doing at the moment, like the Sombra's fine, right? But I've spoken about this before when doing analysis streams, right? Sombra's like a fucking... It's like a bit of a trap. Like playing Sombra's a bit of a trap, right? Because as soon as the enemy don't need to kill Sombra, if they make a translocate, usually it's a 5v6. It's the same effect as killing her because she has she's out of the fight. Like usually you translocate, pick up a health pack, you get back in the fight or get healed. Sometimes you can like have a translocator pretty close, and the best Sombras will like the downtime between translocating is very, very small. But forcing Sombra to translocate is like a, you know, in 5-second cooldown. I'd be very, very tempted that every time I see poker Onis against me, I'd to like play like, you know, these anti-tank comps that can blow up Winston. Like right now I'd play a Reaper over the Sombra. If you were playing Winston, that having that pack control of the 250, this 250 is really important. Sombra's fine. But right now you're playing around Nappa in like a really like meta death ball-y comp. So I'd be tempted to put Tam in on Reaper. That's just the only like compositional change I think I'd swap. The rest of it's fine. Their win condition is that, you know, when the Rhine starts swinging, it to hit some of the tanks, which he can now do. Niels can now play the game because they have Ryan, they have Winston, and they have Diva, and these characters have longer cooldowns where they're stuck in, and he can actually get some swings off because he's pretty invincible, right? Unless he gets a headshot, right? But the only compositional swap I might make is Reaper, but Sombra is perfectly fine. It's good. Their thingbobbies is like, you know, their win conditions is spam damage followed by tanks, which is not as good as the Tracer or a Widow headshot. Yours is, again, it's a flashbang on any of the tanks, breaking bubble, or a hack. Let's see how you set up. Okay. Already, this is far too spread. This Ryan Shield is not really protecting the McCree from the Pharah spam damage. You can see the angle the Pharah can spam at. It's maybe cutting off some Widow sightlines, sure. But Ethan should be closer to you guys. At the moment he's left alone uncontested, it's fine. But when this dive happens, your tanks need to come back and peel for him, because right now he's the only thing that matters. That's on Ethan. But you don't have to be particularly flexible. Like Tamming can, like anyone can play Reaper really. Reaper's not the hardest hero to play, just focus on when you use your waveform. You don't have to use teleport ever. Focus the Winston Tunman. Yeah, well look when Ethan dies and look where Niels is. Ethan should be right up, you should be smelling the roses of Niels' backside. And this is the problem with Tamin, right? Tamin comes out and goes for a hack. Instead of just shooting him, he goes for a hack. The Winston bubble cuts him off and translocate. So not only have you lost your main source of damage, it's now a 4v6 because Tamin's translocated. He's not going to be back in the fight for a while. Look, he's going to pick up a pack. Ready? He's going to go pick up a pack and then... So he's out for this entire duration of this fight. Meanwhile, there's a fucking brawl going on at the point.
The objective is now.
Let's see. Does Sammy throw a damage orb? Let's find out. So let's have a look. just to make the calamity of errors. So Eva's trying to look for an angle on the pharmacy, but instead of playing close to the Ryan, who has full shield, he's out here, gets shot to a Widowmaker. Maybe you guys don't know they have Widowmaker, but with 10 seconds to unlock, you should be checking, you know, you should be pressing tab and seeing that they've got a Widowmaker. At this point, after that Widow shot missed, he should just be rolling and hiding, but instead he gets caught on his little bit and dies. Sammy does throw a healing orb, good on Sammy. Now he needs to do some damage to himself. Like, your tanks are fine right now, they're only taking Winston damage. He needs to get the HP by doing damage. See, he's trying to, now he's trying to hurry up every little bit of damage. Like, you're not being focused. Winston and D.Va will never kill Ryan and D.Va. There's too much armor. Winston does no damage versus armor. If Ryan ever starts swinging, it's all good. But he's healing up every little bit of damage, and that he's not trying to heal himself. If he lifesteals, he's at full here. He used Fade, and he dies. Niels dies, and main healer's gone. Good kill by you. Whoever you killed her, that's very well done. Very well done, good kill off. Have a look. Right, Nappa's on Widowmaker. I don't dislike it. You can put pressure on the other Widow. Right, okay. Big whole scale swaps. So you made 1, 2, 3, 4 swaps. That's fine after a first team fight. Maybe you didn't feel like the comp was good enough. But right now, I think Tamin swaps off Sombra, because who you were hacking, like, you don't have the damage. Like, when you're playing Widowmaker, you don't have the damage to kill hack targets. Widow is not about, like, raw damage. Like, Widow is about, you know, landing them headshots and getting the picks. You can get some quite decent amount of damage, but it's not your job. She's never gonna, everything that you hack is not gonna be in the sideline of Widowmaker. And okay, you can dive them playing, you know, Winston D.Va, but you're not playing a divey comp either. You're playing Anna Brick. You're trying to take space. You're playing kind of deathbally, but you have the extra option of mobility. I'll just play Tracer. I think Tamin fucks off the EMP and goes, yeah, fucks off the Summer Tracer. But whole set of swaps. I don't dislike it. The supports are better versus the dive comp. It's very hard to one-shot a Brig. Inspire is really overpowered, like, it keeps your entire team alive. You have Widowmaker to put pressure on Fire and Widow. You also have Sombra to put pressure on the thingamabobby. So you guys just need to make your way to the point slowly. Good, you're forcing them out. Okay, you get farmed. Let's find out what happens to you. So your game plan right now should just be to get onto the point. You shouldn't be looking to die or anyone, you should just be getting onto the point. Again, watch Tamin's effectiveness. Immediately comes out of invis, pressured by everyone. He's got 40% ult. I would just swap off. Tracer's just so much better at staying in. You should be going to point. You pressure the Winston. He gets low, but you forget a 250 exists. You push him and get booped. You have to be really careful. When Winston hasn't used his cooldown, he's not killable. This is something that you've gone for, like, thing you know when like stuff is killable. Lucio that still has amp is unkillable if he's wall riding, because the amp and the movement is too much most of the time. Lucio. But here, this Winston's not used cooldown the entire time. He's got his bubble and he's got his leap. Okay, Poke should put down his bubble here right now. He doesn't. Pope puts his bubble down late and mongs it. But he still has his leap this entire time, okay? He still has his leap. You're going to try to finish him off because you think he's feeding, but there's nothing to stop him from just leaping out at any moment in time. You come in and get booped. Now this wasn't a set play. This wasn't planned by them. Don't get this anything wrong. But like you pushing a Winston who still has his Winston leap cooldown is just not very. It's just not the play, my friend. Not the smartest. So now you already lost this fight, and this fight should just be a reset. Niels and fucking Panda should just jump off the map. Oh, Panda gets pushed. Poke dies to Nappa, fair enough. Smart. Niels is trying to get out his 4 HP to get out. Someone healed the man. Oh, never mind. Panda's dead. And where's Sammy? Sammy's in no man's land. He tried to reposition himself to get to heal Nappa, but he can't get to him in time. Just please, like Winston cooldown is the only time you really go in on a Winston, because you can't kill him. There's like even if you don't think like, okay, the enemy diva's fucking garbage, right, and he's not DM'd this Winston once, or they're playing Hammond, right? If he's still got elite cooldown, he shouldn't die to you ever. It's all about cooldown. So. Nice sleep. Doesn't really mean anything. He's gonna die. Hello. Good pill. Good pill. Okay, let's just get on to this next fight. Let's see how they're setting up. Okay, they're gonna not let you get to the point. They've seen their mistake from first fight. They realise that they almost threw. Just Poke didn't put on his bubble early enough. But Prank's made a good individual play. So they're gonna hold you here, which is smart, because here. Okay, other than Matty gets shit sightlines, like Matty can't see anything. Like Matty's like all the way back in no man's land, so his sightline is like garbage. Like right now, his sightline is just dog shit. You have to reposition. Like unless he's like up on this pillar here, his sightline is just fucking dog shit. Right? Even then, the tree blocks a lot of it. Anyway. So Matty's out of the game, but the Pharah spam and the Winston Diva, like this close up, is really smart, because if the Widow grapples up here, they get dived. If the Widow is just basically essentially just AFK, you can't do anything. So the Widow grapples up top, immediately drops down because it just knows that like that's 12 seconds gone. That Widow's now got immovable for 12 seconds. The Pharah is now protected because we're coming through a choke, hitting Pharah rocket after Pharah rocket. Where did he kill him from? Okay. That is Lena's mistake, 100%. Lena could, like, when you're in this situation, there's no reason you can't just play behind a pillar. Especially when there's a Widowmaker. You know that the Widow's somewhere up here. If she sticks close to this pillar and just keeps gliding up and down, she lives. But good shot by Nappa. Okay, so let's not fuck this up now. So Pan is pushed out. All this time, Tamin still hasn't got his first EMP. Right, they force Primal at a Poke, who's throwing the game. His Mercy's dead, but he's primaling. Right. Everyone, okay. 1, 2, 3, I like it. Focusing Winston should be the target right now. Tamin's gonna pressure Matty. He's too far in to really do anything, but ideally I want him on it. Niels should be on this with you. Like, I always personally think that Primal Rage and Winston should be focused, because the ult is in the right hands very strong, and in the wrong hand, even in like hands that are bad, a distraction that like your teammates can't move until like it's gone on. Unless they're like truly atrocious where they can't play the game. Like, you know, Sammy can't heal anyone the entire time this monk is on him, because he has to just deal with the threat, like shoot him in the face until he goes away. So Niels leaping in is just not really the play. He's now like gone to a thing. Look, Niels is gonna be AFK this entire fight. See? AFK. This is when he first starts doing damage. This is a little bit on Niels. Because he hears Primal. Watch, say Primal first. And this should now be still focusing this Winston. He said he's focusing the full HP Diva. So that's like a miscommunication in play. But always, I personally think that you should all be going for this Winston. Widow's having their own battle, that's fine. Royce has essentially just done nothing other than jump up and down. See, like, he's got his cooldown, he's just unkillable. Where's this barrage from Silo come from? Again, you know, like, this is something, again, this is on you to, like, keep a track of. 65% around, the Pharah's got barrage. You know it's their only win condition. Unless Matty kills, like, 4, you know it's the only win condition. Diva Bomb's not going to do shit. Primal's not going to do shit, especially in Poke's hands. Beat might win it, but this Barrage, a beating Barrage is what you need to watch out for. What happens to it? Now, in your defense, Xylo is very, very sneaky. You're chasing Poke, but again, chasing Poke is just like the bait. See, look how far he is away and look where you're trying to chase him. Don't chase him. Very sneaky from Xylo, so it's not all your fault. But the entire time, like this, even without this barrage going on, you chasing the Winston, you're not going to kill him. He's just going to pick up a 250. It's too far away. Like he used his leapers, you started your boosters. He's going to get more distance. And now you're not there to DM the barrage. Like you basically BM barrage your team because you're just like barrage, like you're doing yourself, but your whole backline's been dead. So you have a fight where Nappa's got first pick on the main support, and you're gonna lose. Nappa's dead. He's even killed the entire pharmacy. Gavin's been murdered. Making it with Beak because they think it's last fight. Unless you go Hammond, it is last fight, I think, no? Oh no, you touch, you pick up a 250 and touch. And then have the one where you get bubbled. Yeah. Xylo gets more shot. Can they all touch? They can touch. So 99% is the first EMP into the round. Which is not ideal. Luckily the Valkyries ended. I think you should win this with a nano. Nope, Tammy's got a headshot, so it's just 2 tanks and 2 supports. There's still more damage. Still a lot of damage. Yeah, this is still winnable. Just can't see 9, that's it. Okay, you didn't see 9. Look after Sammy, look after Sammy, look after Sammy. Panda needs to look after Sammy there. Niels is just off 1v1ing Poke. Tavin's finally back with the hero he should have been playing the entire time. Good focus fire, you get to Doomfist, important. Briggs just never dies. Oh. This is well done by Panda. Panda stays alive a long time. So yeah, okay, to come back. The fight is scrappy as fuck. Like, this is like the description of a perfect example of like a tier 4 fight. Like, it's just not coordinated at all. It's like really messy. So, FD somehow dies to a whip shot from Thingy Bobby. That's all FD. He's just throwing the game, right? BB, like you've had to contest. You know, like you chased him Winston earlier. Mistake, right? You chased him Winston. You made a mistake. You've now touched the point and made up for it in Diva Bomb. It's unlucky that you didn't have boosters, but you have to do this Diva Bomb. You need a small chance to renege. Otherwise, that's it, really, right? So you did as much as you could. Tamin touches. Well done on Tamin. You'll have to go to sleep after this, Jesus Christ. Well done on Tamin. BEP. Only took to 99% to get one, but better late than never. Right? Well done on Tamin. Tamin's dead. Diva's dead. Just 1 DPS, 2 supports and a tank. So they're focusing Mercy, good. That's fine. He doesn't need to primal. The problem with you primal, unless you're really particularly good against it, it's very hard to use correctly. Like, look at Niels' HP when he props primal, it's just too high. You want to try and avoid primal at all costs, especially versus their comp. If you're using primal rage, you either got to be 1 HP, or you've got to be like really like 1v1ing maybe the Widowmaker is the only hero. Like, Lucio's too wriggly, Mercy's mobility's too high, Pharmacy's in the sky, Winston Diva's not. He wants to stay. Watch his HP when he pops primal. He's full HP, takes a little bit of damage, pops primal. Should have held on to primal. If he stays at primal, he demons Bibby there. He leaps in, it's probably just listen. He jumps on a Lucio, thinks fuck that. Even though the Lucio's absolute one, he thinks fuck that. He goes on Ibby. Now he's on poke. Keep him off the back line. And doesn't actually kill him. Okay, you get to finish off by Tamin there, but the primal's just bad. Yeah, I say I will do. I'm going to sleep after this mocker. So it's a bad primal. So let's talk about like team stuff which has gone on. Like the Sombra's obviously not effective, right? Like, there's a lot of really crazy personal mistakes. I always say personal mistakes are forgivable. But there's a lot of them, it's just really basic, like fundamental stuff. Like I said, like chasing Winston, be very careful of. You know, playing Sombra into their comp. Like if you feel like you're getting no value, you should just be on Tracer. Like there's not much in that comp that to hack. Like okay, if they were running this comp with the Doomfist, Sombra's perfect. But when they're running Pharmacy and Widow, like who the hell are you gonna hack that's worth hacking? The answer is really no one. And he's looking for hacks on tanks, but if hacks use a bubble, or they shoot him, or Winston gets a boop, like, it's just not. So the Primal, anyway, this fight, Primal was wasted, but it's got enough time for you to get back. Sammy's dead because Panda hasn't peeled for him, didn't give an armor pack enough, or maybe didn't have one. Good target priority on Doomfist, always Doomfist. Doomfist is the most scary hero in the game. He can come back and turn like a 3v6 by just landing like a punch and a slam uppercut, and that's it. 2 of your team's dead. Really important to kill Doofus. Really good. Well done by Panda to stay alive. You actually get you almost get your target focus here together. You should just be looking at D.Va on point because the Lucia's kind of ready its way out. Good, you get D.Va. Good target focus for now. So now Mocha, your one job is to not lose mech. Good, you didn't. They now have double sniper, so they are a lot more scary, and you've had to use everything. So you need to take a fight that's like kind of low on ultimates. Oh, I should like the power Widowmaker as well. Always snipers are so overpowered in Overwatch because no other hero just like you have a plan going into a game and you get one headshot and the whole plan has to change. Why does Panda get headshot here? He's got his shield up. What does he whip shot? Or doesn't? I want to say this because I'm surprised he's headshot because he has a shield. It's hard to hit with a break. He should just be having his shield up basically the entire time. He gives 2 armor packs to Napa. He doesn't only just give 1. He's swinging at a wall. Swinging at a wall. But right now, first of all, Panda's position should be more forward. If the tank's forward, he needs to be forward. Because he needs to get Inspire up. He has no value being there at all. Even if your both tanks get dived, he has 0 value. He has to go forward to get like the whip shot. He should be in these tanks. He should always be in a situation where he can get out the enemy Winston bubble, but have the protection of a D.Va and a Winston. So he's here. He's got shield. So he goes for a swing and then an armor pack, and the armor pack gets him a headshot. This is still like a positional thing. Like if he plays really close to the Winston and D.Va, it's a lot harder to hit, like get hit in there. It's kind of a lucky good shot from Maddie, and now the fight's already over. It's actually just all done and dusted. Because you're chasing Xylo. Luckily you get caught on the lip. It messed up your boosters. But Niels is in no man's land and you're going to get demeched, I think. What they should do. You're peeling for Tamin. Niels has already decided you're out there, so he's just left you for no man's land. Like, I don't know if you and Niels play together a lot, but right now this doesn't look like it. This doesn't look like it. Like you're still in peeling for Tamin, like, and he's out. Either both of you are out and you let Tamin die and fend for himself, or you're both in together. Like, I think Niels should be in here with you. You get boot back in. The stick doesn't mean anything. It's a good stick. Gets baby at mech, maybe, but yeah, because Panda died. The fight's just over. It's just over, isn't it? Problem I knew it. Doesn't matter about the rest of it, this fight's just over, isn't it? That's just staggering one by one. No way you winning this. It's totally unexpected. But yeah, there's just no way. Yeah, you can tell. Like, you two are just a little bit off here. Right. I don't like using. I'm not the biggest fan of using the R word, right? But in the famous words of XQC, envy and fate are terrible at tanks, but they play like retards together. And if you play like retards together, you're way more likely to succeed. Right now, you're kind of on the same plan, taking the space. He gets the tiniest bit of pressure. And when he sees you using your cooldown to go in, he's long gone. He's like, I'm looking after myself. This is the man that's thinking about himself and not thinking about you. You should have got in, like, Tammy went in too deep, you went in too deep. As soon as you lost Brick, you're playing for time. Like, as soon as you lose Brick, you're literally playing for time. You're like, okay, I need to try and stay alive and keep my Anna alive until our Brick gets back. Probably on Lucio, right? He does swap to Lucio, so you can just ready his way back. But he's in, you die, and all of it is just a matter of seconds, right? Okay, they kill the D.Va. This is closer than it should be, but it's still, but the EB's back, so even though they lost their main healer, you have the stack of 1v1, so healing doesn't matter as much. Good primal by Poke. So that's that. That's the first map. I will do the rest tomorrow, Mocha. But like I said, like if I want general pointers from that map in general, right? Firstly, Sammy needs to really work on his Moira. Like, damage orb should literally be used in like a 6v2, right? Like if you're like, either if you've lost the fight beyond all comprehension, or you've won the fight in depth. Like there's no way of them turning it around, right? Second of all, you end up playing Deathball and you end up playing so split. Like a lot of the times you're playing Deathball but you're not playing Deathball. The distance between like your backline and your tanks, or your DPS and your tanks, is just too great. Like it's too much. Going for the odd flank is fine, but when you're playing versus dive, flanks are risky because you literally need to, like, you're saying that I'm going to kill someone before they kill me, because you will die. Tanks are overpowered as all hell. If you get jumped by Winston D.Va as a DPS with no pocket, even with a pocket, you're probably dead, right? So you've picked Deathball and you're not playing Deathball. Sammy needs to work on his Moira. People need to be careful about tunnel vision. You especially have been particularly bad for that. Like you're like I said, the barrage of the second map, not so much your fault, because FD did really well to hide. Like he went around the outside of the map, was really sneaky and got good off barrage. But you would have been in place to eat that if you weren't chasing a Winston. You need to be careful about like this tunnel vision. Like when your one job is to eat the barrage and you're not there, like any of the 3 barrages that map, you're not there in place. Final fight of the first map, like second fight of the first map, and that barrage on the third map is yeah indeed. That's pretty much it. And also think about, like I say, the only comp change, I like the comp that you made in every map. So we made Sombra make sense on Well, because Well is not very good for Mei, but playing Mei on the last map would have been better than the Sombra. And would have been even easier to play, like it's a lower mechanical ceiling and it's a lot easier to get away from making mistakes, is Reaper. You can punish Poke, he's not very good at Winston. You can break bubble instantly with McCree Reaper. You just burn the tanks. You just take point presence. You win. That's it. Yep, he should have done. Trace would have been so much better in that situation. I say, especially the second one. Like Sammy's one, like you just need, I don't know. Tell him to come. Like, tell Sammy to come watch the end of this stream. Right? Tell him, like, link him this map, and watch me mold his ability usage. Right? And it would actually, like, me, like, talking about it and, like, showing it how weird it is. Like, no, let's be frank, how bad it is, right? It really highlights how you played Moira. Like, it's an important hero to play, very, very important. And yeah, like I said, number 2 I think is the biggest thing. Like, you're getting baited into stuff for you personally, not necessarily for your team. Your team's not usually with you, like chasing up the targets. But like, you getting baited by a Lucio or getting baited by the monkey happens far too often. If you think about literally first fight on well, you go up to the monkey and you get booped. Another fight you tunnel a Lucio, get booped. Like the final fight on well. Then on second fight on Ruins, you see a monkey by the 250, you fly into him, you get booped. Another fight, like you see the monkey, you tunnel him, all your backline gets barraged. D.Va's not the hero for tunnel vision. It's just not. Like you end up like Ben O'Slays, and the thing is, like Ben O'Slays is good at D.Va, but like he also has like a really high mechanical skill floor where he will just like kill the entire team. But it's not the correct way to play D.Va. Like, he's too aggro for D.Va, and you're right now playing the aggro D.Va, and don't have the same raw aim that he does to back it up, which means you're not finishing off the Lucio, or you know, in that situation where you're trying to kill him on the wall, and you're not like
Get in there.
like, it doesn't work. Playing the defensive and frankly the better and smarter D.Va is just way better and way more important.
I'm on fire. Go. I'll keep you healed.
Yeah. Right, so I'm gonna call it a night. Good night, Mocha. Good night, whoever else is in the chat. Fuck knows who's in the chat, like, you know, 5:30 in the morning. I will see you guys tomorrow.